This is going to be quickly going over the Glorious Trajectory / Glory Coin shop from the Milestone of Radiance, because one thing is that you're not supposed to be able to clear out this entire shop. So you're going to have to pick and choose what you are buying. And this is intended, so I'll also address the drama around the dupes real quick. This was actually explicitly mentioned during the stream. It's just nobody really picked up on it, including me. They straight up said you'll get glory coins instead of getting duplicate heroes, and the reasoning for this was that just because like getting dupes feels kind of bad. So they set it up, like they gave us the shop so that we can buy whatever we want. And then if you like hit, they don't want you to like feel bad for hitting dupes, so you get more of the currency, and this comes in the form of if you roll a duplicate unit, then you will get coins instead. And they said this like very openly, just everybody missed it. Whether or not that actually stands as like what is the word? I forgot, but a system that feels good is hard to say. Anyways, this shop is not intended to be fully cleared out, because you look at your track, which is over here, and you have a lot of chests here, yes. You don't really get that many glory coins. Your glory coins largely come from your dupes. RGB dupes from the gold chest give you 100, which feels awful because if you miss the chest, you get 120. Don't know why it's set up like that. And then the ML5s will give you 500 coins as dupes. Looking at the shop, the stuff in here is actually pretty worth it. Like, I would trade imprints for all of this. I said ML5s are 500 coins, so you're essentially trading 5 50 galaxy coins and 5 imprints for a 20 speed ring, which I think is like pretty solid. And the same thing for this necklace. And then this is worth about like 15 Covenant dupes, which, yeah, the Cov coins are pretty useless. And then same thing with like the imprints, the Moonlight 5-star selector. So I think it's like actually like okay. Still would like the imprints though. We'll see, like people are complaining. We'll see what changes they make. Anyways, enough about that. I compiled all of the rewards here. I did not bother making it look presentable, but this is everything in the shop and their costs. The amount, the Astrium actually, where does I take this up? Because the Astrium is infinite. It says you can buy it monthly, so that's the only one that's not like there forever, or the one that is there forever. It costs about 12,500 to clear out the entire shop, and we don't get that many glory coins. So the total amount of glory coins that we get in the track for veterans is only 1,500. And that is enough for just the Moonlight 5-star selector. Now, I also did some quick calcs. This is all of the chests in the track. There's 150 chests total. Coin drops, diamond, gold, silver, bronze. And then this is just some quick counts because they have the chance to randomly upgrade. So on average, this is what your chest distribution would look like. It's a bit more like 66, 26, 15.84, 11.76 rather than the like actual numbers here. Taking all of that, I took the percentages for all the rewards, averaged it all out, expected value, everything. Then I added everything up here together. This is actually pretty, like, in line with what they told us. Like 5 potions, right? 5 elixirs, 15 accessory or epic equipment and accessory. The greater charms, they actually like, rounded down pretty hard. 40 molas, where'd that go? Molas, 60. Reset stones, 1 of each. Epic mod box, 4. Powder, 1,100, right? And then the chests, 2. So that's pretty much on the dot. The only thing they undersold was the Covenant heroes. I got 14, they got 13. And then the ML5 tickets, I got 11, they got 10. Glory coins, they put 27. I only got 22, but if you convert this one ML5 to a dupe, then it's 27, so I guess that lines up. Anyways, unless you hit a bunch of dupes, you're not going to get that many coins. Like, in the case of me, where I own every single ML5, except for, I think, Peyra, and I own every single RGB unit, if we assume that you hit the average number of ML5s and Covs, convert all of that over to their coin values, with the expected coins that you would normally get, just from, like, hitting the... because there's coin drops in all of the chests. All of that combined, I get about 9,500. So that leaves me 3,000 coins short on average, which means that we're going to have to kind of pick and choose what we want. So let's go ahead and take a look at the shop. The most important thing in here is, honestly, very sadly, maybe this, because they're kind of forcing the system through. If you really, really believe that they're just going to eventually drop this if we complain hard enough, then I guess you could skip this, but this is probably the most important item in the shop just because of how OP the stats are. They put out a statement earlier today if you missed it. Next up, the ML5 selector. If you don't have every ML5, then this is going to be really valuable for you, especially if you're missing a bad or a good ML5. Even if you're missing like a not great one, you could consider picking up anyways, just because ML5s do tend to get buffed. We should have a balance patch coming eventually. Besides that, of course, the 20 speed ring is really, really great. I mean, it's a free 20 speed piece. It's actually not that great for me. I have too many specifically HP main rings on 20 speed. I would have liked another necklace. But speaking of necklaces, this one is also really, really good. All into attack and crit chance with pretty high rolls. I think there is a consideration that one does also cost a lot. The Cosmonium would net you something pretty similar, because you use this on an otherworldly gear, and you use this to turn it into an otherworldly gear. The only thing is you'd have to go through the whole like process of dodging the one stat on your right side pieces. This is not the thing that makes it so you dodge a stat. This just makes it otherworldly. The one that dodges the stat is like mana something. That's later. So do keep that in mind when you're buying this. I think the bottle, of course, is really, really good. Bottles are just generally better than slates. The slate, I think you only really pick this up if you, like, I mean, obviously if you need to imprint, but the 5-star hero selector costs 100 more, and the slate is going to be a cheaper version of the selector if you own every hero. If you don't own every hero, of course, then just get the selector. There's the limited hero selector. This is definitely going to be good if you don't have all the limiteds. The artifact selectors, I think these are like, I mean, artifact dupes generally tend to be a bit more useful than hero dupes. And then all of the gear pieces. The gear pieces, I think, end up being lowest on the priority list just because of the amount of currency that we get. Like, I said that even for, like, my account, if I'm basically getting the maximum number of coins. And I'm still 3,000 off. So these gear pieces are just not available to me. I'm going to skip these two. That's like 700. It's 1,000. That's 1,900. And I think I need like another 1,000 to skip. I'll probably skip this too. And yeah, so like, it's a little bit rough. It definitely, I think it kind of like, the way this event was framed, even though they were pretty clear about like giving us glory coins instead of the instead of dupes, I think a lot of people just kind of like, you know, glanced through the event and they saw this page and they figured we were getting all of this, but it's not exactly all of this, because the stuff available here is only available if these are dupes. If the Moonlight 5-star and the RGB 5-star are dupes, and then also, you're still not going to be able to get all of this. So I think the way that this specifically was presented was not fantastic. I think the rest of it was okay, though. But yeah, just make sure that you're not, like, just buying things willy-nilly. I would ideally see, like, maybe not finish your track, but prioritize the actually good things before you buy the lower tier ones, because you're not going to be able to finish absolutely everything in here.